It's 1:37 in the morning. You're emotionally exhausted. The internet's melting down. Your ex posted another cryptic quote. And some guy named Randy from Arkansas just typed, "First LOL" in a live stream chat. You need comfort. You need atmosphere. You need Harlow Blonde's Motel 6 confessions. The first late-night internet experience scientifically engineered to make you feel like you're smoking cigarettes outside a Nevada casino, avoiding 3 warrants, and discussing failed relationships with a lounge singer named Crystal. All from your phone. Included features: old Hollywood filter technology. Every live stream automatically feels 17% more dramatic, fourth 6% more glamorous, and 92% more emotionally unstable. Hot talk mode transforms ordinary internet conversations into, "Well, sweetheart, let me tell you what really happened in Reno." Digital lounge atmosphere. Side effects may include nostalgia, emotional oversharing, mysterious attraction to neon signs, and calling strangers baby after 11 p.m. But wait, order now and receive a free parasocial attachment. That's right. Within minutes, you'll begin feeling like Harlow knows you personally. The replay gang is family. And the live stream comments section is your emotional support group. No therapy required. Also included, Memoirs of Motel 6 Story Pack, featuring suspicious truck stop philosophy, emotionally damaged storytelling, mysterious blonde wisdom, and at least one sentence that starts with, "I probably shouldn't tell this story, but..." Warning. Motel 6 confessions may cause staying awake until 4 a.m., emotional dependency on live streams, sudden interest in Vegas aesthetics, dramatic cigarette lighting for no reason, and telling coworkers, "You wouldn't understand the replay gang." Do not combine with boxed wine, unresolved trauma, or YouTube comment sections after midnight. The modern world took away the social club, so we made a digital one with lipstick, neon signs, and emotional damage. Harlow Blonde's Motel 6 confessions. Because therapy is expensive, but live streams are free. Disclaimer. The following documentary is presented as commentary, satire, internet culture analysis, psychological observation, entertainment, and stylized storytelling. This production discusses public online behavior, live stream culture, creator psychology, audience relationships, nostalgia branding, and modern digital identity. No statement should be interpreted as a factual accusation of criminal wrongdoing or malicious intent. Everybody relax before somebody starts typing in all caps in the comments section. Now on with the show.
Analyzing evil. The last internet diva, Harlow Blonde. A Pizzaverse Studios production. A Palermo Productions original. Written by Bambi Palermo. Narrated by Vincent DePrio. There was a time, before the algorithm consumed everything, when the internet still felt human. back before every creator became a motivational speaker, a fake guru, a thumbnail hostage negotiator, or a walking advertisement for powdered mushroom supplements. Back before everybody started talking like, "Smash that button, guys." There were personalities, characters, people who made the internet feel less like a corporation and more like a late-night diner. And somewhere in the middle of this digital wasteland, under neon lights, through livestream confessionals, old Hollywood aesthetics, motel storytelling, and emotionally exhausted internet culture, emerged a blonde figure drifting through the algorithm like cigarette smoke through a casino lounge. Harlow Blonde. Not a traditional influencer. No, no, no. This was something different. Part storyteller, livestream lounge singer, internet therapist, nostalgic time capsule, and digital social club owner. Tonight, we examine the psychology behind the internet diva and the strange emotional ecosystem surrounding creators like Harlow Blonde. The internet replaced the bar stool. The world changed fast. Too fast. People stopped meeting at diners, social clubs, bowling alleys, bars, neighborhood stoops, corner stores. Now everybody sits alone, staring into glowing rectangles, waiting for someone to go live. That's important psychologically, because humans are tribal creatures. We need atmosphere, routine, familiar faces, voices in the background. The internet figured this out before society did. That's why livestream culture exploded. People don't just watch live streams because they're entertained. They watch because they're lonely. And creators like Harlow unintentionally became digital bartenders. Not serving alcohol, serving presence. That's why somebody can sit through 3-hour live streams, random storytelling, casual conversation, complete chaos without getting bored. Because the audience isn't consuming content. They're consuming companionship simulation. That's the first layer of the modern internet nobody wants to admit. The replay gang phenomenon. Now, psychologically, there's another layer. Ritual behavior. Replay gangs. Regular viewers. Night shift audiences. These communities create digital neighborhoods. The same people show up every night. Same usernames. Same jokes. Same emotional rhythms. Eventually, the audience begins identifying emotionally with the creator's ecosystem. That's powerful. Because modern society destroyed many real-life communities. So the brain adapts. People form internet tribes instead. And livestream creators become neighborhood fixtures. Comfort routines. Emotional landmarks. The audience starts saying, "Did you catch last night's stream?" The same way old guys used to say, "You see who was at the social club?" That ain't accidental. It's evolutionary adaptation. The internet rebuilt the town square digitally. Only now everybody's isolated while pretending not to be. The Harlow Blonde aesthetic. Now let's talk branding. Because whether intentional or subconscious, Harlow's entire presentation revolves around emotional nostalgia architecture, the blonde glamour, the smoky atmosphere, the old Hollywood energy, the motel storytelling, the lipstick, the retro presentation. None of this is random. Nostalgia works psychologically because it creates emotional safety. Modern life feels unstable, corporate, synthetic, emotionally cold. Retro aesthetics fight against that feeling. That's why younger audiences romanticize eras they never even lived through. Because nostalgia has become emotional escapism. And creators who build entire atmospheres around nostalgia create stronger emotional engagement than creators focused only on information. Harlow doesn't just sell videos. She sells a feeling. That's why people return. The digital lounge singer. Every era creates new archetypes. The cowboy, the gangster, the noir detective, the rock star. The internet created the Livestream lounge singer. Creators whose primary product isn't information. It's presence. That's an important distinction. Some creators teach. Some creators entertain. But live-stream personalities, they accompany. That's psychologically intimate. And intimacy creates emotional attachment much faster than traditional media. That's why viewers start feeling protective, emotionally invested, loyal, defensive, even when they've never met the creator. This phenomenon is called parasocial attachment, and the internet runs on it now. Memoirs of Motel 6. Now let's talk about why motel aesthetics matter. Seriously. Motel imagery subconsciously communicates temporary existence. Emotional drift, loneliness, mystery stories, survival. Motels represent transitional life, people between destinations. That's why motel storytelling feels emotionally charged. Psychologically, the audience interprets motel imagery as real stories happened here. Not polished stories. Messy stories. Human stories. That's why Motel 6 Confessions works as a concept. Because it feels raw, temporary, emotional, dangerous, intimate. Like overhearing strangers confessing secrets through paper-thin walls at 2 a.m. That atmosphere creates curiosity. And curiosity keeps viewers emotionally engaged.
Harlow Blonde, the gold standard doll bar. A world full of cheap candy, fake sweetness, and dollar store personalities. Finally, a chocolate bar with standards. Introducing Harlow Blonde, the gold standard doll bar. Crafted for the people who enter a room like they own the damn building. infused with strawberry champagne white chocolate, layered with raspberry creme, topped with edible 24-karat gold, because regular candy is for civilians. You don't eat this bar, you make an entrance with it. She don't chase. She replaces. She don't melt. She controls the temperature. One bite, and suddenly your problems feel expensive. Side effects may include dramatic confidence, emotional unavailability, expensive taste, mirror selfies, and ignoring texts from people named Becky G. Do not consume near jealous people. Harlow Blonde, the gold standard doll bar. Pink, gold, unforgettable. Available exclusively through Bambi's Sugar Syndicate, where every dessert got a backstory. Too sweet to behave, too expensive to ignore.
The internet's emotional economy. Now here's where things get dark. The internet discovered something horrifying. Emotional attachment is profitable. Platforms reward creators who generate emotional dependency, routine engagement, audience attachment, repeat visitation. Why? Because lonely audiences return constantly. That's why creators feel pressure to always go live. Stay available. Remain emotionally accessible. Keep the atmosphere going. And eventually, creators stop being people. They become emotional infrastructure. That's dangerous psychologically, because audiences begin expecting consistency, availability, emotional labor, forever. The internet doesn't just consume content anymore. It consumes personalities, the performance of authenticity. Now this gets complicated because audiences crave authenticity. But once authenticity becomes profitable, people start performing authenticity. That creates a bizarre psychological loop where creators become characters, audiences reward emotional vulnerability. Vulnerability becomes branding. Branding becomes identity. Eventually, nobody knows where the real person ends, and the internet persona begins. That's not just Harlow. That's the entire creator economy now. Everybody's trapped inside their own performance. Why people trust imperfection now? The modern audience is exhausted. Completely exhausted. People are tired of fake positivity, influencer perfection, scripted personalities, motivational nonsense. That's why creators with flaws feel more trustworthy now. Imperfection signals humanity. And humanity is becoming rare online. Harlow's style works because it feels conversational, unfiltered, atmospheric, emotionally textured, not manufactured. That's becoming increasingly valuable. The late-night internet. The internet changes after midnight. Different audience, different psychology. The late-night internet belongs to insomniacs, overthinkers, lonely people, night shift workers, emotionally exhausted creators, people hiding from silence. That audience doesn't want top 10 productivity packed. They want atmosphere. Somebody talking, music playing, stories drifting through the dark. That's why late-night livestream culture became its own ecosystem. And Harlow's content fits directly into that emotional territory. The real evil. So, is Harlow Blonde evil? Nah. Not really. But the system surrounding modern internet culture, that's where things get sinister. Because platforms learned how to monetize isolation, nostalgia, emotional dependency, loneliness, identity confusion, digital companionship. The internet became emotional capitalism, and creators are stuck balancing authenticity, performance, emotional labor, algorithm survival, audience expectation, without burning themselves alive psychologically. That's the real horror story. The moral. The internet didn't destroy human connection. It mutated it. And creators like Harlow Blonde became proof that people still desperately crave atmosphere, storytelling, companionship, nostalgia, human rhythm, emotional familiarity. The social club never truly disappeared. It just became digital. Now, instead of sitting under neon beer signs, people gather under livestream notifications. At the end of the day, Harlow Blonde represents something larger than YouTube. She represents a generation trying to rebuild human atmosphere online after modern life turned cold and mechanical. That's why people keep showing up. Not just for content, for presence, for routine, for emotional familiarity in a world that increasingly feels artificial. And honestly, maybe that's why these late-night digital lounges matter more than people realize. Because beneath all the jokes, the glamour, the motel stories, the live stream chaos, the replay gangs, and the neon nostalgia, people are really just trying not to feel alone. You enjoyed this documentary? Welcome to the Pizzaverse, where we analyze internet psychology, live stream culture, creator personas, nostalgia branding, digital tribalism, online emotional ecosystems, and the weird little social clubs humanity built inside the algorithm. Stay sharp, stay skeptical, stay authentic, and never trust anybody selling internet alpha male leadership courses while live streaming from a rented Airbnb. Special thanks to Harlow Blonde for inspiring tonight's deep dive into internet nostalgia, live stream psychology, digital companionship, replay gang culture, and the strange emotional casino we now call the modern internet. And to everyone watching, from the replay gang, from the truck stop, from the night shift, from the lonely apartment, from the motel room, from the late night kitchen, from the haters, Tupperware bandits, and degenerates like Becky G. We see you. This is the Pizzaverse. And around here, the neon never really turns off. See you at the next one.
What's going on, people? Happy Monday. Just thought I'd jump on here while I got a few minutes. Hey, how are you? I'm doing okay. I'm tired. I'm just tired. I've been doing good though. Like, been getting a lot of stuff done on the property. And just like burning brush and burning wood. Like, we had like so many trees that are down on our property from like past storms and stuff. The past, I don't know, over the winter and last summer and then into fall and stuff like that, because everything that we did, we were just busy worrying about the house. Now we're trying to worry about the property. Everybody's good. We did have a loss in our family on Easter Sunday, sudden. They died at home, cardiac arrest. It was bad. It was really bad. And then that was just messed up. I don't know, it just comes out of the blue sometimes like that. It just happens, you know what I'm saying? But, yeah.
In a world where everybody's loud, everybody's dramatic, and everybody thinks they're the main character, one fudge had the balls to admit it. Introducing Harlow Blonde's Platinum Heat Fudge. Sweet, bold, and just unstable enough to keep things interesting. This ain't your grandmother's church bake sale fudge, sweetheart. No. This right here, this is white chocolate luxury with a dangerous personality disorder. Smooth platinum fudge, swirled with raspberry champagne reduction, because regular raspberries are for quitters. Then bam, a little vanilla vodka flavor sneaks in the back door like bad decisions after midnight. And just when you think, wow, this is classy, here comes the crunch. Crushed sugar glass candy. Because every diva needs sparkle, attitude, and emotional property damage. But don't get comfortable, kid. See that little heat finish? That subtle cayenne kick? Yeah, that's the part where Harlow smiles at you while verbally destroying your entire bloodline during a live stream. Platinum heat. The only fudge scientifically engineered to taste like late-night chaos, old Hollywood glamour, internet drama, and somebody threatening to go live about this. Warning may cause dramatic exits, fake retirements, emotional live streams, champagne confidence, and the sudden urge to block 3 people for negative energy. Do not consume while emotionally stable. Harlow Blonde's Platinum Heat. Handle with attitude. Only from Bambi's Sugar Syndicate, where the fudge got more personality than half the internet. And trust me, if she offers you a second piece, say yes carefully.
How'd that cross necklace get over your horns? You know the saying, I bet you be sweating like a whore in church, spending too much time, try to hide behind the Bible, get in front of it, find out that Jesus was a foreigner. Virgin Mary, you would've deported her. Not before your husband found out she was a minor, he'd have ordered her. Him and his buddies would've recorded her, transported her, extorted her, and then sent her to the coroner. You don't get to pray for me. You won't bless your heart out of this one. I know that your hate runs deep. God is probably tired of getting name dropped by fake Christians. You don't get to pray for me. that's your heart out of this one. I know that your hate runs deep. God is probably tired of getting name dropped by fake Christians. I'm pretty sure that God's annoyed of racists bringing him up. Sick of you chumps showing up to take a sip of the cup. You called the Aztec savages, but the cup, isn't it blood? Isn't the stuff symbolic? Oh, it's different, huh? Introduction to blood sacrifice. He died so you can commit your crimes. Here's the hoping he come back to life. I can't wait to see the face on every single preacher's wife. All them secrets you've been keeping, tell me how you sleep at night. All them evil things you feeling, don't leave cause you be polite. The deceiving and the thieving ain't concealed as recondite. Only a few people know. And you know why they keep it tight. You don't get to pray for me. You won't, that's your heart out of this one. I know that your hate runs deep. God is probably tired of getting name dropped by fake Christians. You don't get to pray for me. You won't, that's your heart out of this one. I know that your hate runs deep. God is probably tired of getting name dropped by fake Christians. Weaponized all of it, don't know what a proverb is. Cherry picking Bible scripts, oh my God. Arrogance, lying in the Lord names ain't honoring. Pride leading the blind again, oh my God. You must be drunk off the blood of Christ. Or maybe you just back hitting the hooch again. Or back to cosplaying a hooligan. The grip, the cross, to get the dollars like what? Now you forgot where you and your hoochie been? You don't get to pray for me. You won't, that's your heart out of this one. I know that your hate runs deep. God is probably tired of getting name dropped by fake Christians. You don't get to pray for me. You won't, that's your heart out of this one. I know that your hate runs deep. God is probably tired of getting name dropped by fake Christians.